There are 4 stages of the entrepreneurial growth process. I didn't know this in the past and I bumped my head so much. So please pay attention to what I'm about to say. This is super important. If you didn't hear anything, please pay attention to this. I think for me, the people who get this book and they get any other thing, this is one of the things I keep on getting messages about. You don't know what you don't know. So there are 4 stages of the entrepreneurial process. Stage 1 is manpower. Have you noticed that people who work the hardest, they usually make the least? It's crazy. Let's say somebody comes to clean, right? And they are bending their back and they are cleaning, they are scrubbing things and they are washing something, a lot of energy. And somebody else is sitting behind a computer, they click a button and they make way much more. Why is this so? Let me tell you this. The lowest level of entrepreneurship is manpower because the resource is energy and time. Energy and time is not scalable. And this is why people, let's say examples, people who are cleaners, janitorial, people who provide services that offer their time and their energy, they don't make a lot of money because it's not scalable. You have 24 hours in a day, right? And let's say if you own a cleaning business and you want to go to 20 different places in a day, or let's say 100 places, how many places can you clean as a cleaner? I'm not talking about having a group of people, as you as a cleaner. Or let's say you're a graphic designer and all you do design. How much of design can you do within 24 hours? You are limited with your time and energy. My gardener, for instance, that comes once a week. If I told him that I want him to cut all the grass in my neighborhood and I want him to do landscaping for all the people in my neighborhood and I want him to show up every single day, do you think he can do it? He can't. It's just too many houses. You get tired, you get burned out because you run out of time and you run out of energy. So manpower, the people who make the least amount of money work the hardest. Their resource is usually time and energy. And now the stage above manpower is management. So let's talk about the cleaner again. So if you have a cleaning business and your goal is to be able to gather people and send them to clean, you make more money than you doing the cleaning yourself. If you have a graphic design business and instead of you doing the graphic design yourself and you gather people together so you can give them projects to do, you make more money than the person who's actually doing it. If you have a landscaping business and instead of you being the main person who cuts all the people's grass and you gather people together and they go do the project, you make more money because now you are scaling other people's time and energy. So lowest level is manpower. The level above it is management. People who manage people always make more money than the person doing the work themselves. Whether you run a business or you work 9 to 5, people who manage people almost always make more money than the person doing the work themselves. Don't forget this. When you are starting a business, when you are growing a business, when you are scaling it, these are some of the things that nobody told us. And when we started, we thought that we can hustle our way to the top. You can't. If somebody has 100 employees who are effective and one person is trying to do the same work, the 100 people are going to get more done than you. That's the truth. So what's the level above management? The level above management is stage 3, media. The power of media is it makes you ubiquitous. It makes you to be at many places at the same time. Have you noticed that almost every billionaire, when they make their money, they try to get a media house, whether it's a TV station, a radio station, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, what's their media outlet, Washington Post, all the people that make a certain amount of money, they always want to own a media house. You know why? Because it's easier to scale with media. Let me give you an example. If you write a song, right? You write a song. Who knows the song Gundam Style? I don't know the meaning of the song. You probably also don't know the meaning of a song, but the song has done over 1 billion views on YouTube. Why? Because let's say you are somewhere in Uganda. I'm here in Virginia. Somebody is in South Africa. Somebody else is in England. We are all able to tap into this media form and use it. So the beauty about media is you create something once, like a book, and people purchase it over and over and over again, and you're able to make money over and over again from it. Somebody does a movie almost every December. We are watching Home Alone. The movie was done somewhere maybe in the 90s, and we're still watching the movie to date. So money is being paid to the person who made the movie. Somebody creates a course once. He's been selling the course over and over again. I have a course I created in 2021, 2022 that I still sell to today. So the beauty about media is you create it once and it makes you money almost forever. So if you are creating a business, rather than you always bending your back and doing all the hard work, look for something that you can create once that can make you money in perpetuity. An example, let me give you some examples. So stuff like software, right? When somebody creates a software, you are able to use it over and over again. SaaS, mobile apps. What we are using right now, Instagram, is a mobile app. And somebody created it once and we are using it over and over again. You realize that these companies become giant-sized companies because there's no limits. My company will build websites, apps, and all these different things, and people in Switzerland can use it without ever coming here to America. People in Dubai can use it without ever coming here. They say the closest thing to a spirit is a media product. That's why there's a song that says that music doesn't need permission to enter your spirit. Because it's able to break borders, is able to enter different places that you can enter. I own a media business. We're able to do, let's say, web design, digital marketing for people in different countries. So we don't need to be in that place to do business. But let's say if you own a cleaning service, you cannot be cleaning something in a different country if you don't register in that country. I hope I'm making any sense. Look at brands like the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Kylie Jenners, a lot of the people who have gained a lot of traction online, they've all tapped into media. Even Oprah Winfrey built her empire from building a big media house. So media is higher than manpower, is higher than management, and the only thing that is higher than media is stage 4, mastery. Mastery is when you actually master something and you get so good at it that you are one of the top 3% of people that get paid outsized amount in that industry. For instance, Tony Robbins is paid, I think it's like $400,000 or $500,000 for his speeches. Like, he has this crazy amount that he gets paid. Why? Because he's one of the top speakers in the world. So the whole goal is to become a master at your craft, to become so good at your stuff that people cannot ignore you. Let me give you an example. People like J.K. Rowling, she wrote Lord of the Rings. She became a master at her craft and wrote one movie that made her a billionaire. Think about it. One movie. Think about people like Oprah. She's become master at interviewing people. We have Jeff Bezos. He's become a master at e-commerce. We have Michael Jordan. He's become a master at basketball. The thing is, people who are masters at their craft, they get paid more than people who are average. So the whole goal, if you follow the whole trend of what I did in this book from the beginning to the end, one of the things that will stick out to you is I spoke in the beginning about finding things that are in your lane, finding things that actually help you to be able to be the best version of yourself. Just because somebody is making money in something doesn't mean you should do it, because if you go into a business or an industry and you are not really good at it, you'll be paid shrinklets. That's why a lot of people start a business like, oh, I'm frustrated. Why? Most often they are doing something because they heard money's in, but they are not really good at it to be paid outsized amounts. Let me recap the 4 levels again. The 4 stages of entrepreneurial growth process is: stage 1 is manpower, stage 2 is management, stage 3 is media, stage 4 is mastery. And the higher you go, the more money you make. The person who is a master at their craft leverage media, they leverage management, and they leverage manpower. They use all the things beneath them to help them make more money. They just have to be really good at what they do, and they get crazy amounts of offers that are made towards them because they are one of the top people in that industry. So if you are looking to start a business, your goal is to quickly move towards mastery, leverage media, get management, and manpower. If you want a free sample of 100 key secrets, you can type in blueprint, one word, and I'll send you a free sample. If you want to be able to get the book, it's available on Amazon. My name is Kimbari. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.